And welcome into this episode of the Depths Podcast. I'm your host, Atramentum_X. We're here today on Halloween's Eve, or, a couple days before Halloween, with our special panels. We are talking to a bunch of witches tonight. We are joined by our lovely panel of Cinderbrook, Amber Gray, Phaeton, and our co-host, last but not least, Taze Tea House. Say hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, hello.
Yo-ho.
So the reason for picking this topic, because we did a topic about horror 2 weeks ago. So for centuries, witchcraft has been practiced mostly in secret. In some societies, not so much, but definitely in the Western world, practiced secretly, with the practitioners of which are shunned, they are forced into hiding, they are even brutally, as we saw in the 1600s in Massachusetts, killed for their beliefs. So we're here to talk today about witchcraft as a rebellion against traditional norms and the ways in which our panelists here have brought that into their OCs as witchy, mostly lewd-tubers. Not everyone's a lewd-tuber on this podcast, I'll tell you in a second. But we want to talk about lewd content, witchcraft OCs, and the associated things that go along with that. So we'll start with some introductions. And I'll go directly with the lovely streamer on my right, Cinderbrook, aka Ruby. Who may be muted.
I definitely was muted. I was eating crunchy stuff. I was trying not to.
It's okay. We're getting the stuff out of the way early. We're getting it out of the way early.
Yo,
I love the
yo,
scuff.
what up?
I
It's
thought
your
I
girl,
was the
Cinderbrook.
scuff
My
in
name,
the first place.
I'm a witch VTuber. My name is Ruby. You can call me Ruby or Cinder. Prefer Ruby. She, her. I'm a witch. I'm a huge fucking idiot, and that's what I do. Professional dumbass.
No.
Oh my god, we need to work together. I too am professional dumbass.
Yeah, me as well. We're all professional dumbasses here.
Been dumbass for 5 years. Hello.
Yeah. But thank you so much, Ruby, for the introduction. Ruby is a wonderful wonder streamer. They are a lewd-tuber. They stream on Fansly as well as Twitch. Next up we have Amber Gray.
Hi, hello. My name is Amber Gray. I'm a British VTuber. I practice herbology and botany. I'm a little bit of a kitchen witch, so most of my work is in food and drinks, and a lot of bath time stuff too. Bit of a YouTuber. I do scripts, I do audios, I have my own drowsily, as I call it. But yeah, a bit of a gremlin, very high gremlin energy, especially for 1:48 in the morning for me right now. Yeah, thank you for having me here.
Thank you so
An
much
absolute
for joining
champ.
us at this very late hour.
It's okay.
Very
I'm happy
early hour.
Very early hour, true. Did you say bath stuff or bar stuff?
bath stuff.
Bath stuff,
Bath.
okay.
Yeah.
Pardon my American ears.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm happy to repeat anything I say if you don't understand it, so it's fine.
Oh no, same goes for me. I'm from New York. I speak very fast and I blur my words together.
Perfect.
Speaking of early, we have Phaeton.
It's not as early as 4 a.m. But hey, what's up, guys? This is Phaeton, your boy. Wow. This is Dusk and Dawn Witch. I do practice a little bit of witchy from divination, tarot card, so Reiki healing, a little bit of lucid dreaming if ever you're into those kind of universal dreaming concepts. Sure, why not? And a bit of some people call it shamanism, but I guess why not? If you want to see me in the other bridge of life, sure, why not? I'll see you there. But hey, what's up?
Very
Scuff
interesting.
in the 8 a.m. Yes, scuff.
Faye, you're from the Philippines, correct?
Yes, I'm from the Philippines. If y'all are Filipinos, say the PI down there in the comment section.
Drop it
Y'all
in
spread
the
that
chat.
thing so fast. Y'all spread that so fast here when in the VTuber world. I just got here and y'all want to say PI. Visit kayo.
I will definitely be asking you later if your background and heritage influences some of your practices, divination and such. I think that'd be a very curious thing to delve into later.
Sure thing, yes.
Yeah. And last but not least, my mod, my friend, my co-host, Taze Tea House.
Ooh. But yeah, hi everyone. For those who do and don't know me, I'm Taste Tea House here and pretty much everywhere. I am almost officially an herbalist. I'm finishing up the last of my courses right now and about to start my certification process. I've been a kitchen witch for many, many years. I first started practicing off and on about 20 years ago. But definite focus in kitchen witchery. I've been branching out into chaos magic, lots of health magic as well. Pretty much dabbling everywhere. We're just going to call it chaos and a mess.
Perfect. No notes. Exactly you.
Listen, we ball.
We're balling.
But yeah, so this is our panel. They are all herbalists and witches of various natures. And so I guess my first question for the panel is, why the witch OC?
Who wants to go first?
I'll just start with witches are hot.
Based response immediately.
Peak character design, it's just a witch.
So pointy hats, yeah.
I mean, number one for me was I wanted to bring a little bit of myself into my design, and I also I'm a huge D&D nerd.
Based.
Oh.
My life is spent around the dice table, and growing up, Harry Potter was a huge influence on me. So, talking hat, we don't have to talk about J.K. Rowling or it's great. We don't talk about her, but growing up, Harry Potter was a huge influence on me, and I come from a long line of modern witches, and someone called them charlatans. My grandmother on my dad's side was very big into astrology and tarot and energy and healing, and I got a lot of that from her. And my mom's mom was just a straight up Wiccan. I didn't get to know her as much as I would like to, but she was pentagrams and scuff, and she always smelled like something different. So I had it from both angles, and I owe those women a lot because they helped teach me, particularly my grandma Sandy helped me a lot. Because she, if it wasn't for her, I would still be trapped in a Catholic hellscape.
Oh, no.
And I'm sorry if there's any Catholics out there, but, ain't for me.
And to be fair, there is a very real pipeline between growing up Catholic and then moving on to paganism.
True.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, reversing the tide, so to speak.
For me, it was more like it's not a phase, Mom.
Oh,
So-
God, I feel that. Oh, God, I felt that in my bones.
I'm 33, and I'm still spooky as I was when I was 14, except I'm better at it now.
Professional spookster.
Mm-hmm.
We stand mid-30s witches in here, don't we, Tay?
Hell yeah.
Birth of Angel
I
in chat
feel- I
says... Oh, go ahead, Ray. Oh, Faye.
No, it's okay. I actually, besides the fact that it's me, it's technically me. I do this for a while like that. So I was like, well, it takes a while for someone to be open to the public that, oh yeah, I practice without getting like, oh, are you gonna get burned in the stake? No, not repeating history again. But since it's like, there's some people who aren't really the witches that does curses, jinxes. There's some who actually do healing. There's like different kinds of witches. So I was like, if we are gonna get burned in the stake when all of you or most of you also substitute it into some other practices where it's like superstition, where it's like, okay, you blow candles on a birthday. Y'all don't know. That is also part of the witchy. But then again, we respect your decision. Said, okay, it's fine. Whatever you want to believe in, it's okay. So I was like, might as well be me than be someone else that I'm not. So that's why I'm like, okay, loud and proud, I'm a loud witch. I'm about to say the B word, beach. Yeah, technically, yeah. There you go. That's why I prefer to be me as Featan, as like a perfect good witch in a way in that practice. That helps people more than just, diving into something else.
I see. So I think what the term is, this is called syncretionism. I don't know the exact term. I better look it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're trying to put down.
But syncretion. I hope I'm saying that right because it sounds like secretion. But it's the merging of like traditional beliefs with like a larger religion. So you see this a lot in China, for example, where they adopted Buddhism but still have traditional Chinese practices like ancestor worship.
Oh, I
It's
see.
like eclectic. It's like eclectic stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you'll see
Yeah,
in a
it's
lot
like
of
the
Catholic
eclectic
countries.
merging.
Exactly. Eclectic merging. So you see a lot of Catholic countries, they'll have traditional aspects of the traditional culture prior to the Christianity, and then they still have like, Catholicism and so on. I'm gonna go look up what that word is before I spread false information.
No, you are.
No, but
correct.
I get the concept you're trying to spread. From my own personal experience, one of my best friends, my niece's mother, actually, Diana, she's a Hispanic witch, and she specifically worships Santa Muerte. And she keeps telling me the difference between all the different aspects that Santa Muerte and her worship especially has become over the years, because there's the traditional folklorist version, there's the modern Catholic version, and there's even a version of her that's worshipped by like cartels and criminals. So it's like each person taking aspects of this goddess and this entity and shifting it to work with their own experiences and followings and their own backgrounds.
Syncretism, yes, and Mexico is a great Mexico and thank you, Miyako. I just saw that.
Not Cretan.
Syncretism. We're moving on. But yeah, so the Latin America especially has this sort of thing too with saints and like traditional practices and the ways in which the two have melded into something that's uniquely Hispanic, but also witchy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Amber, I believe that you're also a big D&D fan.
I used to play quite a lot when I was younger. Obviously, adult life has made it so it's so hard to play games anymore. Let alone like getting into a VC with a bunch of people and being like, okay, we're playing D&D right now. We've got 4 hours. We need to make fucking progress right now. And then everyone is spending hours rolling and buying shit, and it's like, okay, great. Now I've got to wait another 2 weeks to play again. So I haven't played for a while. I'm going to be honest. But yeah, I used to play a lot when I was younger, and it was really fun. I used to cosplay a lot as well for it, because, fucking nerd.
But you cosplay as it right now quite a bit as a YouTuber now.
Mm-hmm. So I chose the drow because obviously it fits me very well as my IRL personality. And although I wouldn't say I have a witchy persona. It's more of because I class myself as a herbologist, herbothecary, maid, because I'm still learning, and I don't want to say that I have perfected my craft yet. So as I'm still learning, I'm gonna just stay as I am right now as a little maid and just continue learning from my elders and everything like that. But yeah, that's a little bit about my OC, I guess.
Yeah.
It's such a cute concept, though, especially embracing the fact that there's always room for growth.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. I didn't want to start streaming and pushing myself out there as someone who knows everything, knows everything about what they're doing. I am still learning, and I'm going to be still growing for a very long fucking time. And I want to be honest with people that way. So I don't want to give people the wrong impression, Mm-hmm. Sorry.
I could think of fungus growing. Yeah, it grows.
I love fungus. I love fungus too.
They're delicious, actually.
I do love delicious. Fungus are delicious. You're right. I love mushrooms.
So this is just further proving the fact that every witch I have ever met loves mushrooms. Thank you for supporting
love
us.
mushrooms. Every day,
myself
all day.
a mushroom enjoyer. There
Yeah,
are more ways than one.
that'd be weird if you did like mushrooms.
I feel that so much. I like them dehydrated. I like them grilled. I like them.
Not what I meant.
No. I want that too, but obviously Twitch 2S. That too, yeah. I like painting. Anyway.
Oh, I just got that.
Oh God.
Though I do have some fun Taylor for you, Atch, if you like.
Sure, go for it.
With my original concept, when I was figuring out my Sona for VTubing, I almost was a mushroom witch as well. Like a cute little mushroom cap and everything for the hat.
Can that be like an alternative for like next year or something for Halloween? Oh my gosh.
Oh, absolutely. There are going to be so many different outfits with this.
It's going to be so cute.
Because actually, yeah, I did want to do the cottagecore thing, but myself personally, I'm more like an eco-goth. Where it's like I have the cottagecore coziness, but I like the darkness of it. I like the gentle embracing of the whole cycle of life, and especially with death. Like 2 of my best friends work in the death industry. The 2 gods that I work with are both death gods. But it's all about the cycle of adaptation, of regrowth and rebirth and everything like that. And especially with where I was in my life when I started VTubing and joining the community, I thought, hey, why not just lean into this since it's already such a big part of my life. So we got the Witch of the Woods I am today.
Yeah, and I will say that was part of my like inspiration putting the episode together. Because when seeing that there were so many witchy YouTubers out there, I immediately thought of Tay and the fact that Tay is also an herbalist, which is why I thought Amber would be a great fit also. Because you both you're both very seriously in herbalism. Like pursuing it as like an actual field of study.
I guess now is a good time to bring up my minor was in botany.
Hey!
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I actually got my bachelor's degree in hydrology. And with minor in botany.
Dang, you got like the real credentials.
I did, and I haven't worked a day of my life in the field.
Oh, damn.
Fucking felt.
Too familiar. Silently judges on the side. We're like, oh man, we're all the same. Great! One table, let's talk about it.
I think that's actually a good jumping point into the next question. Is like, what are some witchy and herbalist things you do in your day-to-day lifestyle? In case like someone in chat is curious about what a witch's like lifestyle looks like.
I'm
Alright, Botany,
going
go.
last.
Who wants to go first? Sorry, I'm too polite. I'm British. I'm going to wait till somebody tells me to talk.
Oh god, it's just like talking with Mystique. I got this. Here, I'll open the way and then you can go if you like. How about that?
Thank you.
I'm Filipino, I'm to hospital. You go first.
You guys are so precious. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, adorable.
Well, I mean, if you haven't noticed from my username, tea is kind of like one of my big things. And while doing my schoolwork, I found I actually really enjoy experimenting and making my own blends. So pretty much every day I'll have like a big, fucking massive, I'll be honest, pot of tea, usually an herbal blend from either something I made myself or like a bunch of smaller communities that I found and support through the years. I always made sure to look at my altar, tidy it up because it's always getting way too messy. And then a lot of screaming at the sky like, are you fucking kidding me? Is this what I have to deal with today? This is not what I manifested. It's a lot of sky screaming.
Screaming into the Texas sun.
Listen, I have personal beef with the Texan heat. But then it's mostly like just work.
I'm your neighbor.
Honestly, I do feel a little bad for some of the neighbors because sometimes it actually is audible screaming.
Hey, yo.
As long as you give them a warning.
Sometimes it's okay to give a warning. Other times it's less awkward to not warn them. Moving on.
So my daily life, like when I use her herbalism throughout my daily life, it literally starts as soon as I wake up. Like, so very much like you, Tay, I have special tea blends that I make. and adapt to how I feel that I'm going to need for the day. Obviously, stowing and affirmations and everything. As I said before, I do a lot of bath stuff and a lot of like skin stuff too, which is helps with the sensuality as well for myself. So I'm adding my blends into bath water or into like muslin bags to put over shower caps. Shower caps? You know what I mean? Like the shower head thing where you put a...
No, I get what you mean. Like you put
Yeah.
herbal infusion bags off of the shower head.
Oh, okay. An
So my
infuser.
so my showers and baths always smell fucking great. It's so good.
I'm so jealous. My tub is way too small to do anything worth anything.
Can I have to get one of those foldy outy ones? Like, you know, like the ones that have like in Japanese... Oh, sorry, I punched my microphone. Having like in Japanese houses. Sorry, I keep moving everything around my desk and I'm not good with like personal space.
VTubers when they get hand tracking.
This is me without hand tracking.
Struggle, which I understand.
But yeah, like very much like Taya, I use it throughout the day. I use it for different things. I create my own soaps and body butters and oils and essences, like oil essences. My God, my words are not working. So I use it throughout like my entire life, pretty much, and like every aspect. My housemate loves it. Like he gets fucking spoiled rotten, and he fucking loves that shit. So it's good. I love it. It makes me happy.
I love that your routine is pretty much like my goal.
We'll get you an oil extractor one day, and then you can make all your own oils and soaps and stuff too.
Oh, the dream.
Dude, I tell you, if I had a roommate like that, I'm like, can you make me smell like cedar and like whiskey or something?
Easy.
All the time.
Done.
Nice.
But yeah, that's me.
Faye, you mentioned quite a few interesting things in your introduction, including Reiki and tarot and so on. Would you like to tell us a little bit about what you do?
Okay, tarot and Reiki is like a practice where it's not really like religious based for me. I'm too eclectic to put one specific. So technically Reiki is a Japanese healing for like chakra and stuff. To all who knows Naruto, we have different chakras, yes. So yeah, we cleanse every one of that and everything else. Divination tarot is one of the common used devices or tools to communicate with the spiritual realm or to get like fortune reading. And most of the time I prefer like tarot over Reiki, no offense. I'm a tank, not a healer. I'm sorry.
I understand that
On the
reference.
field.
I understand that reference.
Thank you. Thank you. I am not a healer. I'm okay with healing, but like tank as shield and protection is one of the bases of practice. Practicing. I choke on my tea. Besides, like main thing before practicing is legit shield. Main thing you have to like master shielding. So I was like, oh, okay, I mastered it way too good. So I was like, yeah, I'm a tank. Definitely a tank. Not healing on the field. I mean, I could heal, but then again, it's more of like if everyone can heal, someone needs to protect. If it's an automatic, great. But sometimes people tend to forget that there's a lot of things required besides tank and healing and everything else when it comes to practice. So I'm like, if there's roles in games, then it's great if you master. There's like a jack of all cards, master of none, but it's better than one kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that.
Absolutely.
That's very interesting.
So if there's like someone who's like healing a certain person, because we do that, like we heal a certain person, I would be like, all right, shield the whole room, clack clack, and then everything is shield. If there's any intruders, okay, what do you want? You wanna go? You wanna go? So I was like, and then the people be like, what happened to you? I need to recharge real quick. Give me a second. There was a battle outside of the room. Don't bother me. Let me have my recharge. 1 second. I was like, God. They didn't understand that one because they don't know that. So I was like, this is why I'm here. I exist for this reason. Jeez, Louise.
So literally battling the everyday demons, huh?
Literally. I was like, those kind of things. I could see the chat. I'm getting scolded. There's one person who knows me. I'm getting scolded. Sorry. to my friend there who knows. Hi.
And Ruby, why don't you tell us a little bit about your studies into botany and sort of like more of like your sort of everyday use of like witchy stuff and herbalism?
Well, you see, H.E. on Ruby was a bit of an idealist, and I went into botany, and a field I went into basically because I thought I was going to save the world. And it would be, 6 years later that I got the wake-up call. The reality is a little different. And basically, I'm trying to align my thoughts here while also eating chips.
Ooh, what kind of chips? What kind of chips? Why you're getting your lines of thought?
Just tortilla chips.
I love tortilla chips.
Ooh. Do you have sauce with that tortilla? Distract.
Okay. I got queso.
All right, another moment with Atramentum that devolves into food talk. Let's go.
Okay,
Every episode.
okay. Really. Okay, so
It's okay. This is pattern. It's a good pattern.
I was very active in spellcraft and in my own version of divination when I was much younger. And I wish that in the last few years I hadn't kind of stopped. Because it was formative for me. My grandma was the one who would actually sit down with me and do tarot readings for me and teach me to do them. And she was really into crystals and the healing that they bring, and she always told me that I had healing energy in my hands, and because I've always had warm hands, and all that stuff always sticks with me. But in my daily life now, it's more. It's devolved from actual witchcraft into now just trying to take a moment and practice mindfulness and living in today, living in now, and not living in my past or living in my future. It's the lessons I've learned through pagan ritual growing up now stick with me as an adult in a much more, I don't want to say usable form because that sounds like I'm discounting it, but it's now more natural to me. And I cannot thank, my grandma enough, because I am who I am today because she believed in me. And I wish I still took a bigger part in what was so important to her life, because in the last several years I've kind of just stopped. I struggled with my mental health and with making sure that I continued things that I love, or doing the things that I love. And now it comes down to the occasional tarot reading every once in a while. I actually lost my grandma to COVID, and I have a entire box of her tarot decks and her books and her journals. When I'm feeling that sort of itch, I just kind of go back to her incense burners, and she would have like stoppered bottles of oils that she would extract herself, and I used to do all that stuff with her until just a few years ago. And I sometimes still sniff one of those bottles. I pull the cork out and sniff it, and it always smells like vanilla. And I'm sorry, I miss her a lot, and
Of course, naturally.
I think about her all the time. And
Yeah, completely understandable, especially if she was if she was so integral to your journey.
But as far as my daily rituals now, it's just mostly tea. It's tea. Like
We love
everyone
tea.
else here, it's
Yeah.
tea.
We love tea here. We love tea.
Absolutely.
When I
I'm
feel
actually
like I need
drinking
a
tea, so cheers on that, bro. Condolence as
when I
well.
feel like I need a certain type of boost, I will turn to tea
Mm.
and different herbal blends and whatever I feel like my body is telling me to go for. I'm a big fan of like weird combinations like cinnamon and blackberry.
Oh.
Oh no,
That's
that's a
okay, but that
beautiful
slaps.
combination.
That
That's
slaps. It absolutely
beautiful,
slaps.
Yeah.
And one of the things I always do at the Ren Fair every year is I always stop by the tea makers. Because they'll not even just sell you tea and their favorite teas, they'll sell you just dried ingredients. And I live in such a place that it's hard for me to get a lot of those things myself. So when I get the opportunity, I try to pounce on it as much as I can.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Ruby. There was a lot there to think about, I think, like code being itself such a fucking nightmare and taking those dear to us. But also like the power of like scent and its ability to like trigger memories and those traditions that your grandma passed down to you. Like it isn't like the way I'm seeing it based on like what I'm hearing from y'all, it's not so much like how you use it in your day-to-day lifestyle or what you do in your day-to-day lifestyle, but the ways in which that it shaped your personalities, your worldview, and the things that give you comfort. I think if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah, I
agree.
mean-
tea.
I
Yeah,
think
it's like past,
it-
present,
that's what
future
witchcraft
thing.
is.
Mhm.
And its core
Mhm.
value, at its core is, most of us don't believe, even us that have practiced witchcraft for years, don't believe that there's necessarily any magic there. It's the way it makes you feel and the way that it helps you frame the world around you.
Mm.
There's definitely something to be said for the ritual of it all.
Mm.
It's kind of how I approach my craft, especially. It's not that I'm a witch because I do magic. It's I'm a witch because I am.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
It's just all
I
the
agree.
ritual and all the extra ingredients and the crystals and doing certain rituals on certain times of the year and like certain moon phases.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's all just trying to give our own belief and our own manifesting that extra oomph. It's just like any other religious ritual.
Exactly. Something I'm seeing in chat from Stormtide Whale about weaving, for example. That's another like. So what they say is, I learned it from my mother and grandma. We prep a special fabric and we put in a big part of what we sew. Whereas was a protection blanket where my name was sewn into the fabric. So this is the process of weaving or spell work.
Oh my
Yeah,
Nana used
let's
to do stuff
go.
like that.
Mhm.
And with Nana especially, this is my maternal grandmother, my indigenous grandmother. For those who don't know, I am indigenous. She used to do a lot of old Ojibwe folk magic, but with the time that she grew up in, she wasn't allowed to call it magic. So it was, oh, I'm just sewing so-and-so's name into this blanket for luck or for good prayers or so the angels visit.
Mm.
But even that in itself is its own magic. And it also the fact that it comes from that place of love and wanting to protect who it's for. Like, that's the strongest magic there is.
Agreed.
That was beautiful. What the hell?
Aww.
That was beautiful. Oh my god.
Everyone was so quiet. They're like, moment of silence to appreciate the beauty of your sentence. Keep going.
Also,
I thought I killed it.
low-key trying not to cry. Oh my god, that was beautiful.
Yeah, that was beautiful. If you take nothing else away from this, like, take that away. God damn.
Keep talking, beautiful person. Keep talking.
It's like I keep telling you, Acha, I'm smart sometimes.
You're smart.
Sometimes? All the time. Oh my
Smart sometimes
God.
and then dumbass on the other times. Yes.
No. See, I'm a professional dumbass. It's the intelligent
yeah.
side that comes out once in a while.
Mm-mm-mm.
The dice Faye says, folk magic, granny magic, the backwoods bullshit.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Yep. That,
yeah, I
yes.
hear you, little Appalachian monster.
Very yes, back street magic. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, chat, if you have any questions for our panelists, make sure to drop them in chat. I will take note of them and ask them when there's a pause in like the questions and such.
We.
Actually, I'd like to turn things over to Tay for a bit, because Tay has done quite a bit of research. Tay, what did you learn in researching this episode?
You cut out for me.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, so Tay, you've done quite a bit of preparation for this episode, looking into some of the themes we talked about. What are some things that you discovered when doing your research?
I'm going to be completely honest. About 90% of my prep work was just going over a lot of herbs and study in case we talked a lot about that. Because while I am studying, I have very poor memory. But also, actually, there was one thing that I found that I think Ruby might be able to give a little bit of insight on. Just the scientific backing behind a lot of herbalism, especially like herbal magic. Like, I was recently looking up a lot for sexual health, like how to help increase libido, kind of as a haha funny with a few friends. But so many of the herbs are simply just ones that either help you relax, which obviously, or they're ones that help increase blood flow and lower blood pressure. Excuse me.
Pressure.
Yeah. So
Under
it's just
pressure.
Under
I
pressure.
hate you so much. But just it always strikes a specific chord for me when I look at stuff like this, like with folk magic or like old wives' tales and the old superstitions, and it's like that's before they even knew what exactly they were doing. They were on the right idea, and now we have modern science to back it. And I just think it's interesting.
Herbology was once used to teach feminism and sexual education. Like with like the stamen and the inner parts of the flower and stuff. So it makes sense. Like so I understand what you're saying with like the herbs and like helping with blood flow, but also a lot of herbs and a lot of roots especially like help with like hormones and stuff too, which can help increase libido. Like fenugreek. Fenugreek's a great one. It's great for guys especially. Makes you taste like maple.
I didn't know that part.
Oh well,
Well, here I am putting in curry for like my entire lifetime.
Yeah, I did not know that.
It's very good for guys. But there's a lot of connections between like science and herbology. Like they still use a lot of herbs in like modern medicine. For those of you that don't know, before I was a VTuber, I worked in emergency services. So that was interesting, mixing like modern medicine with like my herbology work at home and stuff. But I forgot where I was going with this line. Someone please take over while I take a thoughtful sip of my tea.
Fenugreek makes you taste good.
Yeah, fenugreek is great. You should have like 600 milligrams a day, and you'll be like.
I mean, I was going to make the "Ash, are you as sweet as you sound" joke.
How much is 600 milligrams?
A lot.
It's a bit. You can get it in tablet form already for you. You could take one tablet a day. It's great. It's so good. Highly recommended. If you have a friend or a partner who is avoidant of certain tastes, it helps a lot. It's great.
Like onions, for example.
Don't eat.
I mean,
what?
You can say it. We're properly flagged.
No, I just happen to know that onions make you taste
You
really
can
bad.
discuss sex and sexual health. You don't
Yes,
have
you
to
can.
beat
You
around
may.
the words.
We're allowed to use terminology here.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
You
fair.
can say semen.
you could say.
Okay, it makes your semen taste great. It's so
Okay, maybe
good.
not like that.
Have it
I
on
don't
your
know, I liked
pancakes,
the
on your
enthusiasm.
waffles. It's perfect way to start your morning. Honestly, it's great.
Okay.
And also that connection there with your person. And so, anyway.
Yeah. So it makes you taste like maple, and it's good in the morning.
Yep, very good in the morning.
Oh boy, you're gonna put this on pancakes, aren't you?
Actually, fenugreek
The
would be pretty
semen?
good on like a savory pancake.
I didn't mean
I
fenugreek.
love a. I love a savory pancake. It's called latke or something, isn't it? Right? Oh my gosh.
That's a
Who's
potato
that?
pancake, yeah. I am sorry for the tangent, but I am so terrified that I suddenly heard my roommate Faye just burst out laughing.
We heard it too.
We heard it too. I loved it. We need it more. We need it more.
Now, speaking of savory pancakes,
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
know if there are any people who are fans of Japanese cooking,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ayo.
Ooh, hell yeah.
but
Bento.
I make a mean okonomiyaki.
Dude, it's been so long since I've had okonomiyaki.
I can make the mean shit. Oh, yeah. Take me to the World Fresh Market. I'll get everything I need. I'll be back in an
Oh
hour.
my god.
Oh, I'll do you one better. I'll take you to Ranch 99 and Mitsuwa. Let's go. We'll get the authentic shit.
Just take me and I'll eat.
I
I'm
am
good.
authentic. Wow. You can't get much more.
I want
authentic than
free
that.
food.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh, I just want the ingredients, Ruby.
What? Really? Wait, hold on. Let me see. I wanna see. Oh. Food. Give
Well.
it the ID.
Yeah, cooking is a type of like making spells and stuff.
Actually, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Good soup.
Cake,
Good soup.
stews, little
Any
brownie
meal that the
bites.
any meal that the deity would be happy, yes. Dedicate your food to one of them, and then you'd be like, okay, cool. Am I getting blessing? Yes, we agreed on this. Okay, cool.
That's true, actually.
God, that feels exactly like how I do food offerings to my deities. It's like,
Yeah,
you
they do that.
you give me blessing, you give me good thing.
They'd be like, you cook rice, I give you blessing. Okay.
Wait, do you just do plain
I
rice or
think-
do you season it?
They like it when I just cook in general, and especially if it's like their favorite food. They'd be like, all right, you got my attention. What is it?
True. You don't make it too spicy for the old folks.
I'd be like, nah, they don't like it too spicy.
Mm.
Well, one of them likes tofu, so I was like, are you happy now? Keep eating. Okay. Are you happy now? Keep eating more of the tofu that you just made. Okay, cool.
For me, there is no such thing as too spicy.
I
Oh,
love
yeah?
spicy food.
Mm-hmm.
Use the pancake like a little whopper around. Oh! Stormtide Will is giving us more pancake or savory crepe. Let's go. Actually, any food to be an offering, as long as the like whoever you're working with likes the food or they have a preference. That's why it's nice to ask first.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
And
thing.
sometimes they're willing to like allow a little bit of experimentation, like just so you two
Yeah.
get to know each other better.
I
Mhm.
did not do
It's also
that.
pretty cool. It's also pretty cool where it's like there's like a like even in tea where it's like if you clockwise it and then counterclockwise. Even in cooking at the pan, clockwise or counterclockwise, bring it out, bring it in, kind of things. I was like, when cooking rice, clockwise, counterclockwise, blessing for everybody when they eat their dinner or breakfast, blah blah blah, and then okay, continues to cook the rice. That's like my everyday. If I'm at the kitchen and I like okay ponytail hair at the kitchen. I'm in serious mode. I'm ready cooking. I'm ready. When you see me do the counterclockwise and clockwise, I'm already doing witchy work already on daily. Even sweeping around the house is actually considered witchy. If you're like banishing all old vibes, negative vibes out of the house, eat
True.
out of the house.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, bye, shoot. Even killing some of the insects that are considered spies in the house get lost. It's like,
Wait.
die.
Which insects are spies?
Flies, generally.
Flies.
Yeah,
If they
flies.
if they don't act like their usuals, like the usual flies will go to food, right? If they don't act like that, get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
No.
sus if they don't.
Mhm.
They
Fucking
suck.
mosquitoes.
Oh, no.
Oh, ugh.
They don't
No.
need to exist.
Yeah, I hate that I have such a aversion to spiders because they are friends.
Yeah, they
But
are friends.
I just have a quiet agreement with them. If they don't go in my private spaces, we're good. I'll leave them be.
You
but
you
if it's
could you
flies,
can
I'm on a
stay here if
warpath.
they don't invade space. Yeah, I agree. Like you can go here. if they
Spiders
don't
are
invade
welcome in my
space, spiders.
office. They're welcome in my bathroom. They're welcome in like my kitchen. They're welcome anywhere except my bed.
Is
Mhm.
it bad
If
to
they're
bring
in my
up?
bedroom, they're gone.
Is it bad to bring
Not
up? I
in the
have a
bed.
pet tarantula. I love
Oh,
her.
that's fine.
I
Can you
respect
send
it, but I'm going to
photos?
stay
I
on the
will,
other
I
side of the
will.
room from it.
It's
love-
okay. She hates me too. It's fine. She loves my housemate, but she fucking hates me. I go near her vivarium and she fretting postures and like, ugh. And my housemate goes
sounds
near her.
very
She's like,
familiar.
ooh, but she's great.
I
love
like her
spiders.
roommate because I don't see them on a daily. I see you on the daily. The tarantula's like, I see your friend on a random. That's fine. See you on a daily. Feed me
Get
some
out.
more or else.
Get out,
Get
get
out
out,
of my
mom.
house. I own this house. Be gone.
Get out of my room!
It's my room, my own terrarium. Now get out. No, tarantulas are cuties. Yeah, they are. They're very
They're
cute, but they
sweet?
also
I don't know
like.
about sweet.
Okay, some of
Well-
them.
I can believe them being sweet,
Yeah.
just not for me.
Not yeah,
This
yeah.
reminds me of a
It's like
Japanese dad joke that
familiars.
I'm
It's
not
like
gonna tell.
You need to now.
that
Sorry, you
joke?
said it. You now need to
Okay,
tell
fine,
it.
fine,
That's you?
fine.
I'll let you have one for free.
All right.
Yeah.
Tarantula no aji wa nan desu ka?
Oh, you motherfucker!
tarantula. No. My brain's translating. Hold on.
So what does
Internet's
it what
slow.
does a tarantula taste like? Tarantula no aji wa nan desu ka?
Aji.
one.
Spider.
What does it taste like? But,
So
What?
spider means sour in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Spider.
Spider.
It sounds like spider.
I hate you so much.
the dad joke is right there. I was like,
Oh, I hate you so much.
And that chat is an oyaji gag or old guy joke.
oh god. I like how it's perfectly well, and yet people are buffering. I get it, but then everyone's like, huh?
I can barely speak English. Don't ask me to understand Japanese too, I'm afraid. I'll learn as I go along, but
I translate slow. My brain, internet speed slow when translating.
I occasionally,
If
very
I-
rarely, do like a joke like that, and like even Japanese be like, "What is wrong with you?"
I felt
Oh
like
my
it was
God.
a little bit in bad taste if I said it out loud, so I decided not to.
oh my god.
In bad taste, get it?
Yeah,
More about that
you're
jokes.
welcome.
It keeps coming.
I'll stop.
Oh my god. Nah.
I was at an-
you did this
I was at
yourself
a bit of an unfair advantage.
because. What do you mean?
Oh, when it
Because
comes
you
to
know about it.
Japanese.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, then I understand.
Oh yeah, you speak
Although I
Japanese,
find
right?
it amusing. Who?
Cinder. Ruby.
Yes.
Yes, Ruby
You
speaks Japanese.
do. So you translated that way.
I've also already heard that joke before, so
Oh, that's why. That's why there's no reaction at the other end.
Yeah,
of the
that's why
table.
even if
Okay.
I don't know nearly as much Japanese as Atra, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, I know this motherfucker isn't.
I've told it on stream before. That's why.
Okay, that one I did not know. Okay,
Yeah,
I laugh at it still. Rolled and folded. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I feel like tarantulas is as close. Like when it comes to personality of like familiars and creatures of like the practice, some of them are too familiar. With like you're either the ones getting scolded by your own divination and familiar, or you're going to be like the mom or the dad who keeps an eye on you when you do something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, tarot cards get scolded the second time they pull out one card. What did I do? Too many things. You
existed.
did too many things.
You existed.
It's like they'd be like, Faye, what did I do? Plenty. We need to talk. Oh no.
I think it's interesting that like if anyone's played Baldur's Gate, like one of the first spells you can do is to summon animals, and it's like a cat, a spider, a crab, giving some
D&D
very
is-
strong like familiar vibes. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, 'cause
definitely. 'Cause
From the
yeah.
D&D standpoint, like those are during their summon time, they are your familiars.
Yeah, they are. D&D standpoint.
It's like
In real life, I wish.
Like this, so the second tier of that spell would like summons like bears and wolves and stuff like that. Can like large animals like that be your familiar as well?
no.
IRL, I wish.
Generally, it's supposed to be like a smaller animal, though.
Hmm.
I do find that there are a lot of people who have affinity towards some larger animals, especially depending on their background.
Probably
Like,
would be the
Mine's
case
pretty,
in like indigenous.
Mine's
like,
pretty cheesy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was about to give in Ojibwe culture, for example, my little brother, a long time ago, back when we were little kids, when my great grandmother turned 100, she did an old Ojibwe ritual where she gave all of us our quote native names, or just kind of titled us to how she saw fit. And we also got what she thought our animal associations would be. Like my little sister got hummingbird, and it suits her perfectly because she flits all over the place. And my little brother, he got associated with the bear because even though he was small at the time, she could feel that he was strong and stubborn and was going to be like the warrior of the family.
Hmm.
And it kind of come
Oh.
through like that so far for him.
Okay, I heard of those where it's like there's a certain animal spirit thingy. I don't know if it's that, but like it's like an animal spirit thingy. You're a bear, you're an eagle, you're this and that. And I'm like, huh.
Yeah, that's the kind of like super simplified version of what we did.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it's way deeper.
I feel like there is a deeper version of it because I have some totems here that, as a gift, but I was like, huh. I don't know what this does, but I'm keeping it. But it has here like honor, joy, and like happiness. I was like,
Oh, true. Totems are definitely a huge thing that like people don't really know a lot about.
yeah. I was like, I know it's a thing. I was just must do more research to understand.
Of course, of course.
But I appreciate. It's like there's so many different tools as well besides totems and tarot. There's also crystals. There's astrology if you consider it, and then there's like some bones, some sewing, some kitchen, some herbology. There's so many practices that there's like so many tools, but then it's like it's just a practice more than religion. So I was like, oh, wow, so many toys to play with. Okay, let's see which one works well with me. Let's go. So I was like, witchy stuff is very broad in terms of things. So it's like understanding someone's culture, someone's practice, some mythology that would help, especially if you're very connected to the world. Especially there, it's like there is a tarot where it's like based on mythology. So it's like we have the Sleeping Beauty. They actually based that one there. There's also one Sleeping Beauty. They made it the Hangman from the Major Arcana.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wait, yes, Sleeping Beauty Aurora. Yeah. And then we have one who is like, what's the name of that deity from Nordic? Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot living here.
Odin?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much if you name it, there's probably a tarot deck
The-
after it, and
Yes.
I love
Yeah,
it.
there's it's like a what's the name of the giant wolf?
Fenrir.
Oh, Fenrir.
Fenrir.
Yeah, they made him like the 5 of swords in the tarot I have. So I was like, oh,
I see.
accurate
Okay, yeah.
lore. See, it helps you connect with the tarot if like you have stories that you're aware of. So I was like, okay. So worldwide, we are all connected in
That
the
is
same kind of story.
Yeah, Amber,
I
you had
was-
your hand up.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to talk over one. I'm okay. So I don't have much. I was going to ask a question of like everybody here because I don't really know much about like familiars and spirit animals. And is that like? Pardon me for being stupid or like insensitive at all, but is it like a further deeper connection with like nature and like energies within the earth?
Oh god.
Oh, I
Nah,
don't
it's
know.
okay.
I'm sorry if it seems insensitive. I just
No, you're
No,
okay.
no,
You're
you're asking a
okay.
question.
It's fine.
It's a very valid question.
It's a good question because like I also get confused what a familiar is, but honestly, like let's just say a familiar is like your right hand man, additional like person to help you out with your practice. It's more like nature chose you than you chose nature kind of thing. It's like, for example, the classic cat where it's like if it acts like a pet where it's like I come in for food, but if they come into your life to help you with your practice and it's not food, then it's like I'm here to help you with your craft. Just call me if you need me, but also give me offering, but not really like a food. It's like a deep connection, yeah, with your willing participant according to one of the chat. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a
technically, yeah,
partnership.
they're like a
Right,
partnership.
okay.
They're very much more of like a right hand man, or they're like your best friends in the craft. It's more like them choosing you talaga. It's like that kind of that kind of animal. It's hard to find one, but it's great when they come into your life and stay around, and it's very nice to have one. Just
Okay.
like Mother Nature is like dropping in an animal. Pew. Good luck with that.
That's a great way of putting it. Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
actually have a perfect example to help
Hmm.
give some more clarification. So
Go.
my best friend Deanna, for lack of a better term, the Death Witch, because that is a big aspect of her life.
Mhm.
Uh, she's had for longer than I've known her this adorable black cat named Loki. He does live up to his name, but he he's this sweet little boy. All he wants to do is just laze and be like adorable and pet. But the second she breaks out her tarot cards, he is fully alert. He is sitting in front of her. There have been multiple times where she's been stuck on a meaning and he'll like bat at her deck that hasn't been drawn yet and he'll pap one of the cards. And she takes it every time as a sign that he's trying to let her know this is what you need. Even if other people might interpret it as just a cat playing.
Mm.
But he's
Yeah,
never
so
done her
sweet.
wrong.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you for explaining a little bit more about it. It's something I haven't really like explored or looked into or anything like that. So thank you,
Mhm.
both of you, for
Yeah,
clearing that for
no
me.
problem.
Yeah,
It's
there are
of course, and-
definitely like for cats and like certain animals, there's definitely like instincts and ways that they relate to the world that we don't quite understand. And we'll never quite understand because we're not them.
Mhm.
We have different brains. We're primates.
Yeah.
They're
And even then, like
cooler when
animals have
there's-
different senses than us. We
True.
won't be able
Yeah,
to
they like
understand until
they
science
stare at the
progresses.
corner. They like stare at the corner and like it's like, what do you see there? What is it?
Cats can
secrets
definitely
are there?
see things. Cats can see the other realms.
Oh yeah, they can see the astral plane.
they're very keen to the astral plane. Oh, that's another fun place to go to. Hehehe. Astral planes. Lucid dreaming is one, so yeah.
Oh yeah, why don't you talk a little bit about lucid dreaming?
Well, besides being aware of your actual dreaming, you're like, oh, I'm dreaming. Just don't say it out loud. But yeah, you know that you're dreaming. Because there's a rules in lucid dreaming, and I was like, please don't break it. You'll have the worst experience in it. But it's like, it's kind of great to have like, because dreaming is technically your unconsciousness or consciousness meeting in the middle with the universe. So there's rules and regulation, and the universe, like if they drop you a message, it's encoded. Like when you dream about falling teeth,
Mm-hmm. That's a
it's
big
just
one.
like
Teeth.
yeah, the teeth,
Mhm.
the classic one where it's like you falling teeth. That means there's changes coming in or something like that. You're going to get embarrassed or something like that. You feel embarrassed about certain something. They talk in codes. If you get a direct message, you wouldn't remember it. Lucid dreaming is you being aware that you're dreaming. You have every power to do whatever, but it's better to just let it flow if you want to receive actual messages
It is so
from the
strange
universe.
that like things like the falling teeth like dreams are like almost culturally universal. Because like
Mhm.
in my culture too, I know that's
Yeah.
definitely a thing.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's why I was like, it's falling teeth is another code. So I was like, there's too many codes. Honestly, there's legit a book of it like for it. So
Mm.
I was like, there's just rules that you have to follow. Especially like if you're dreaming. Oh, I have. If is it okay if I tell you one of my dreams? Is that fine? It may
Sure,
be
yeah.
weird. A little
Keep it a
Inception, the
little
movie.
briefer, but yeah, feel free to tell us a little bit about it.
A little briefer.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's just say this is one of the rules that you should follow. But then okay, I had a dream where it's like okay, going to an elevator, meeting with the boss, going to like have a like a potential job, and then went inside the elevator. Weirdly enough, I'm by myself. The boss went to his own elevator, and I was like, okay. In my brain, I said, I'm dreaming. I could totally tell. The next thing you know, I'll be drowning in this elevator, and then the water started
God.
rising up. I was like, Lucky you, I'm lucid dreaming. Got out of the elevator, went to the lobby, and then everyone was staring at me. So I was like, oh no, the tension is real. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud that you're dreaming. They'll wake you up in the most terrifying way.
So
So
you
I
were
just walked
literally
out.
drowning at work.
No, I legit knew that since this is a dream, let me guess, there's gonna be water underneath the elevator. And then I start pouring up. Knew it. Gets out. Everyone was staring because they kind of sensed that I know I'm dreaming. So I was like, mm-mm, mm-mm. Walks away, walks out of the lobby, pretend nothing happened. Because Because if you said that you were dreaming out loud in the dreamscape, they will wake you up in the most terrifying ways possible.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time. I just pull the trigger on that dream. Like, okay, time to wake up.
Oh, they will do it for you when you say it out loud, where it's like, I'm dreaming. And they're like, you're not supposed to know that. Everyone looks at you with intention of waking up.
You break the matrix, basically.
Yeah, you break the matrix. So I was like, rules to follow? Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. Because, like, the people in the dreamscape is, like, another entity. So it's like, people from the universe, you're plane, kind of thing. So I was like, yes, lucid dreaming is another practice, but at the same time, it does take a toll if you just keep controlling it. So I was like, just let it flow, guys. Let it flow. It's boring when you have too much power.
Of course.
Flow.
Of course. So I did have so
Yes.
chat, by the way. If you have any questions for us, make sure to drop them into chat. You can use the redeem or just put it in chat, and I'll just respond like acknowledged. But I did kind of want to delve into some of the looter aspects of what we're talking about today. So definitely, I know. So Ruby, Amber, and Tay are all loot-tubers. So I do wonder, like, in what ways does it inform your loot content? Like, do you use your OCs in certain ways, scenarios, roleplay, like, and how does the audience like that sort of thing?
Who wants to go first? I'm doing that thing again.
Well,
I can
aside
go first
from,
if you guys want.
aside from shoving healing crystals up my pussy, not much. Honestly. It's more of a vibe.
If more of a vibe, totally valid. Is like Himalayan rock salt, or is like, like an inert crystal?
Ooh.
Don't put rock salt up your fucking no!
We do not season the coochie that way.
Oh my god, that's my brain hurts.
No rock salt, more like polished quartz.
Yeah, I was
Oh
just
my
like
God.
maybe like
Like some nice super polished rose quartz. We're talking.
I'm
You know,
gonna apologize to all the
maybe some
vagina havers.
amethyst.
That was careless of me to say. I apologize.
You don't put the rock salt in your hoo-ha, my guy.
wrong seasoning, honey.
See,
There for
everyone is learning
seasoning,
today.
please.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's a bad idea.
Pain. Absolute pain. Not soothing.
At least he didn't try offering like selenite, because Jesus.
Wait,
Oh,
what's
no.
selenite?
Oh,
Selenite
no.
is a crystal that is water reactive, and it breaks off into tiny splinters.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
don't put that one
No.
in there either.
When it splinters, it goes everywhere, and it's an absolute nightmare to clear up. And you'll be finding it for days on your desk and on your fingers and everywhere. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's like natural.
It's so
glitter.
bad that
Mhm.
even high humidity can fuck it up.
Yep.
That's wild.
Like, I have a piece of selenite that I keep on my altar, and I have to make sure nothing that is moist goes near it.
Good job, mate. Yes, true.
But outside of like some minor role play, which is more of like the fantasy side of things rather than
Mm-hmm.
modern witchcraft. But as a witch VTuber, yes, I tend to play around with the concept as from a more broader perspective.
Of course. So it's not like you're like, drawing summoning circles and like,
Is that are you talking about the one where there's a
that's
night?
for off stream.
I was about to
Yeah,
say.
that's my lore, sir.
I was trying to come up with an
Lord.
example that was Twitch safe and like was having a hard time doing so.
Though that does remind me of some art that I gotta do later.
Sometimes you want to summon an incubus and you need to let it go,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's a 3 a.m. thought for sure. Like, I need an incubus. Let me just. Oh, I love it.
I mean, I'm more of
3
a
a.m.
succubus enjoyer, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Totally fair.
Preferred. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect.
As the
Then there's me, and I'm just like, what kind of eldritch horror
certified
can I
queer.
summon?
I
Certified
second with the
queen.
Eldritch Horror. I agree with the Eldritch Horror. I second that.
I shake
3
your
a.m.
hand.
Eldritch Horror.
I'm
Yes.
a card carrying monster fucker, so
Amen. Let's go.
I would enjoy the idea of them like helping out
After
with my
your tentacle is right in front of Ruby, that's rude.
Yeah, he knows.
Oh,
In
I
her
haven't-
face.
Oh, rude.
First night she's here on the podcast and you slap them in the face with a tentacle.
That was
Ow,
in
he knows
response to
how I like
chat. That was in response to
He
chat.
knows. He knows how I like it.
Very
Totally
true,
fair.
Splat.
Everyone- Free slap from tentacles, I see. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a big tentacle fan. So
Amen.
Interesting concept actually on all those eldritch horror. So I cannot.
Eldritch tentacle.
He just
is so
plonks it
interesting.
out anywhere. He just
I
plonks
mean,
it out of nowhere. I
my-
can't.
my only beef with Atra is that like all of his like appendages are in the correct place, and he's only got 2 eyes instead of like 30 or like none. You know?
Yeah,
so,
what's-
like,
What's the deal
Listen,
with that? Why have you
he's-
not got more
He's
eyes?
the gateway to Eldritch Horror. He is the bridge.
yeah, he's the
Yes.
Do you
gateway.
have a
Lore
beak?
wise, I'm a semi-eldritch being. Like I just started. Like I'm on my journey of being an eldritch being. This is not even.
We
my
just
first
gotta help
one.
him get stronger.
When is
So
the-
you haven't grown a
What?
beak yet?
no beat?
You haven't
No beak.
consumed an entire existence's worth of psyches yet.
No, just the
Not
guy
yet.
who like hurts. This people hurts animals. Like there's just them
Yeah.
right now.
Like, what's not to like?
Aw.
He's an Eldritch being. He's good with animals.
Put
He
them
can
in the
cook.
circle.
He can cook. You can cook.
I can't.
He
do
can
He
it.
gets
cook.
my janglish jokes.
Yeah.
Put them in the circle. I like.
Speaking of
okay, cool.
janglish, I got another one for you.
Go for it.
Oh,
go
no.
for it.
Oh no.
What do you call a rooster that lays an egg?
A chicken.
I give up.
In this day.
God fucking damn it.
I don't
God
get
damn.
it. What does it mean?
So, hen this day is like, that's strange. It's weird.
Oh.
So, like, it's a hen.
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 destiny.
Oh my fuck! Oh my fucking god!
It's a dad pun. It's a
Oh
dad
my
pun.
God.
It's
sweetie.
a janglish joke. It's a janglish
I'm-
joke.
Oh my god! I'm so
Stealing
stupid.
that, unleashing it on my
You're
Japanese.
not
group
stupid.
on
It's
Saturday.
multilingual.
Hen Disney.
Doing great.
I've also got I got another one for you.
Okay.
What kind of bread can play the piano?
Oh no.
What is it?
Go ahead. Go for it.
Chopin.
I get that
I'm
one.
leaving.
I get that one. I get that one because Chopin was. Like,
Yes,
I'm so
Chopin.
proud of you.
I got those in the back pocket. They're just ready.
I'll need you to
I
send those
have
later.
more.
I
You have
love
more?
coffee, and if he's here lurking, I say this with love, but I'm so glad he's not here to pick up these jokes. If he's not,
I'll send it to him later.
you motherfucker.
Okay. All right. Well, one more.
One more. Yes.
One more.
One more. What's a country you don't need?
Iran.
Iran.
Yeah. That one I figured out.
God, it's so bad.
It's not meant to be offensive. It's just a pun.
Just a pun.
I'm
So
really
this has
bad
been the
with
stand-up
puns.
hour at the Depth Studio.
I love it. I don't understand it, but I love it. I feel really stupid. I'm sorry.
If
So
you don't
Iran, I
understand
mean-
Japanese,
Yeah.
It's okay, sweetie. There's nothing to apologize for. It's okay.
Hi, coffee.
God damn it! You summoned him.
Hello,
you,
coffee. I hear puns.
it's not incorrect to not get them if you don't speak any Japanese.
Okay,
you
that's
wouldn't
nice.
get them.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's interesting enough. Like,
I'm done,
puns is
I'm done.
another sort of.
I have
comedy.
more, but I'll
Mhm.
save them for later.
Absolutely.
Yes, more later. I love that.
I think that's a great point you guys brought about like eldritch horror and summoning, because that is like a very common trope in VTubing. I think tentacle. Well, I mean, look at me, like tentacles. Like how many tentacle
Tee.
tubers are there out there? You know.
Auntie.
And I wonder, like, what is the appeal of like eldritch horror for like people who are consuming VTube content?
I don't know.
Monster
I watch
fuckers.
Apache.
Monster fuckers.
Yeah, monster fuckers.
What they say.
It's
What they
popular. It's a popular tag. You can be pretty much anything you want when it comes to an eldritch horror, can't you? Really. So you can be really like expressive with it as well.
What's with
And
VTubers?
I've also found that a lot of VTubers like the concept of being like this all-powerful sort of being.
Mm.
Like there's also like the Eldritch beings. There's also so many gods and goddesses.
So
Yeah, we
many.
also have like some mythological creatures, werewolves, zombies, vampires, blah blah blah. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's some where like they really dive into their own local mythologies. I was like, okay, that's cool. I
I
love how
swear
there's like
nobody even knows my VTuber lore.
Wait, what's your
I
lore?
don't think every
Not even my own
okay now we
viewers.
know.
Oh.
What is it? Drop it here.
Is this the secret?
Okay, all right, okay. It's not a secret. I just nobody gives a shit.
Well, here's the lore. The hat is the actual VTuber.
Yeah, that's the truth, though.
This is a
That's the
shit,
truth.
vegetable
Okay. Okay, hat aside. Okay,
Yes.
so my VTuber lore is that I am I'm an isekai stereotype. So you know how like in every like isekai manga, light novel, anime, there's like always like some character that puts the main character on their journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone who teaches them about the world. That's me, except the whole time I'm doing it to make money. Like I escort newly isekai would-be heroes onto their first quest. But really I'm just after their souls.
Oh, so you're
And
like the
anything
I mean,
guild
you gotta
back.
get that bad.
I'm a guild, but I'm the trap. I'm the
Gotcha.
trap guild.
It's a
Trap
trap.
guild.
And
Honestly, I fuck with it though.
I fuck with that. That's so cool.
yeah, I'm the villain. But
We
I'm
need
like
more villains.
I'm like villain light.
Villain lights. I love that.
You're like
And,
first boss, but no one knows you're the first boss. You're covert.
Yeah, and the hat is my best friend who was dying, and I tried to save his life by creating a new body,
Mm.
but I fucked up and now he's in a hat. And he's totally pissed off about it.
He looks kind of.
And never lets me
actually.
He is mad.
There's worse
Cross.
things he could have been.
At least
Yeah,
he's
so
a
I
man.
tried-
Up.
I tried to pull an Elric on him, and I fucked up. Just like Edward Elric.
I get
Oh,
that
God.
reference.
I get that reference. I'm so old to
I
get
get
that.
Yeah,
that
instead of putting my brother into a body of armor, I put my fucking friend into a hat. And now he's a piece of shit.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be like booty shorts or something. Hat's pretty good.
And
Booty shorts.
I make him watch when I fuck.
Oh, okay. I see. I can see why he might be mad at you.
And
That's
the
why he's
VTuber
upset
tie-in.
with you.
That's why
He
he's
can't
upset.
even
He's not
turn
sad.
around.
That's the YouTuber tie-in. Make him watch.
Oh god. Understand.
Not because I'm a voyeur or anything, just because I want him to watch. Because fuck him.
It's establishing dominance more than anything.
Yeah, I'm
now. It's like,
establishing-
That's
your
friendship in
hat.
its purest
Who
form.
the one in charge is?
You are a
Yeah,
hat.
you
You
see-
will watch me.
I'm a witch. You're an inanimate object. Fucking watch.
Who would dominate
Know
that?
your place. Know your place. Love it.
Good god.
Oh, and
Alright, next
I
lore
swear
to
like a
drop.
sailor.
Whoa.
Every other word out of my
Wanna
mouth
know.
is fuck.
Same, honestly, though.
Or like a sailor damn.
That's interesting.
What does
I
that
did
sound
not know
like?
that about you.
What does it swear like a sailor? What does that sound like?
Oh, it means like you cuss a lot, basically.
I mean, it just means you curse a lot, yeah.
Oh, curse a lot. I was like, I thought there
Sailors
was
are
something else.
famously known for having a potty mouth.
I thought there was something else.
Oh, no. It's just an idiom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
sorry.
my bad. Brain no work. Okay.
No,
could be.
it's very much a Western
It's
idiom, I
actually
think.
a colloquial metaphor.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh.
So I'm the
I
one who
did
did a futty wutty.
Yeah. That's an idiom.
Okay, that one I get. Okay, cool. Then. Cool beans.
That was actually very useful. Colloquial metaphor.
And fucky wucky. Yes.
Yes, fucky wucky's an idiom.
That one you got my attention with the fucky wucky. Yes. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I mean, like, so mine doesn't have like, a lot of very deep whatever behind it. Actually, no, it kind of does. Does it? Maybe. I'm a writer. I use ink a lot for like things that I do, including writing my everyday notes. And Atramentum is Latin for ink, and then the tentacles themselves are made of living ink, living eldritch ink. They look like octopus tentacles, which maybe is my own fault because everyone thinks I'm an octopus boy. But yes,
Still would.
yeah,
Honestly, you can still get it.
that's what people tell me.
From different witches, would, yes.
Absolutely would.
Yeah.
I don't even
Violently and
usually go for your
enthusiastically.
team.
Not gonna lie,
usually
you-
for the same team.
You'd
But,
be
you know,
very
Monster
useful.
Fucker, so
You know, that
Monster
is
Fucker
true.
trumps lesbian.
Oh, fair enough. And honestly, octopuses are really interesting, like as a like being, because like they're very intelligent, even though they don't have mouth to speak. They're kind of otherworldly, and like you could like if you've never seen an octopus before, you can conceptualize what they even look like. Like I'm reminded
Octopus.
of yeah, like if I told you like a soft creature with 8 limbs and a beak for a mouth, like what would you come up with?
An octopus.
Because that's because you know what an octopus is.
I know what it is, so I can't unconceptualize it.
That's fair. That's fair.
You'd have to say that you'd have to do that to someone who's never seen or heard of an octopus before.
True. This does remind me of the time I went to Nikko, Japan, and like someone had done a carving of an elephant, not knowing what an elephant looks like, just based only on descriptions of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious.
Oh,
Just
I
this
can only
big,
imagine.
rounded thing with a huge nose.
That's kind of what they are, though.
Not the way he sculpted it.
Oh, I get it. It's just, the description is like, well, yeah, that's kind of what it is.
Well, I don't know what description they used in 16th century Japan,
Big boy, big
That's
nose.
true.
right?
Big
ears.
nose. Uses its nose for a hand.
That's
Large
true.
ears.
Okay,
Flippy,
just
flappy ears.
Imagine just actually being that person who doesn't know what an elephant looks like. From your description, you think they'll just make a hand nose.
Maybe, yeah.
That's so cursed, but I love it.
Now I want to
um,
know what it looks like.
On the
Hold on.
topic of octopus, though, I actually have like a huge moral conflict with eating them
Oh, yes,
What?
I feel this.
because they're so tasty.
They really
Oh,
are.
that's
so
are.
good.
But I feel a huge moral conundrum with eating them because they are highly intelligent animals that
Very
are
smart.
self-aware and are capable of complex problem solving. And your average octopus has like the same IQ as a 15-year-old.
Oh yeah.
15-year-old.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, they're
I
very
thought it was
smart.
like a
They're very,
7-year-old.
very smart.
They're smarter than the average TikTok user.
Oh. Oh.
Orcas too.
Listen,
Orcas
Grandpa,
also
just because
has,
you can't figure out the app.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay, okay.
Don't worry, I can't figure out TikTok either. I'm too old.
See?
I don't
got
get
The
the
them.
same
appeal.
age as you.
I literally do not understand the appeal of TikTok. I try so fucking
I'm there for the
hard.
cooking videos.
Every once in a while, I get a TikTok sent to me that I'm like, that's fucking funny.
Yes.
But most of the time, I'm like, what is the point of?
You see, I feel the
Same
same
thing
way
with
about
YouTube,
Vine.
trying to
yeah.
get me YouTube shorts. Man, Vine is ours. We have to own that.
That's
That's our
true.
generation.
Vine
Vine.
is our generation.
Yeah. Musically, Vine, TikTok,
I feel like an old granny, dude.
YouTube. There's one at the comment section saying orcas are capable of evil though, and dolphins. That's true.
Dolphins are
Yeah.
very capable of evil. Dolphins will like.
Dolphins just are
Orcas.
evil.
Yes.
But not
The
The
capable.
things I
just
wish I knew
are
before I was
evil.
stuck in 1990s dolphin hell.
Oh god, I
Dolphins.
remember that. I remember that. I remember
Flipper.
cushions, everything, everywhere. It's just dolphins everywhere for some
Lisa
reason.
Frank.
And Lisa Frank ruined the minds of people. Dolphins and puppies
dude.
and cats. Oh god. I'm happy it
Oh,
wasn't
fuck,
a big
I can't
thing
remember.
here.
I can't remember the fucking name of the brand now, but it was like the goth kids version of Lisa Frank.
Oh,
I cannot
shit.
remember the
Hmm.
fucking brand.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name for the life of me.
It was like cute animals, but they were like fucked up. And like every like goth
was
kid
Gloomy Bear
in my
part of it?
school. I don't remember.
Wait, are you talking about a cartoon?
No. And there's like just like a line of like school supplies. It was like notebooks and shit.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I just don't remember the name.
Same.
But
Like
they were-
I have the image in my head.
Yeah, but they were like, it was like a teddy bear with like a fucking spike through its chest and one of the eyes
like
was
you do.
popped off. Yeah. Like it was edgy kid Lisa Frank.
Oh
I'm
my
about
god.
to Google itchy kid Lisa Frank and see what comes up.
I'm literally doing
You're gonna
the
get some
same.
interesting results.
I'm just
Okay,
getting pictures
now-
of teddy
now I'm Googling
bears
it.
being sad. We're all looking for this one brand now, aren't we? Which is like,
Yeah, we are.
like-
We are.
Sounds like it.
It's gonna
It's not
bother
Gloomy
us.
Bear. It's not Gloomy Bear.
Uh-huh.
That's the only thing I could think of. I was like bright pink.
I googled like Lisa Frank but for emo kids.
Shh.
Faye, Lisa Tan was like a not Lisa Tan. Lisa Frank.
Lisa.
Yeah.
I feel like I heard her name. I just need.
In the 90s,
I
like
need
it
to
was a designer who did a lot of like colorful like pencils and stationaries and folders with like animals and rainbows and stuff. And all the girls back then loved it.
It was like someone took big, adorable, big-eyed animals and just shat rainbows and glitter all over, and we ate that up as kids.
Think of My
Okay,
Little
I
Pony,
just
but
looked it up.
realistic.
I just saw
See,
it.
it was-
I just,
It was shit like this. Hold on, I'm gonna send you an
I
image.
feel like that's still a
Yeah.
thing today, though.
like this.
It is, but Lisa Frank was like a specific like
Oh,
1990s
cutie.
phenomenon.
Oh, I have not seen this actually.
It was stuff
It
like
looks
that.
cute.
That is
It looks cute.
Yeah, I like that
I
actually.
love creepy cute stuff so fucking much.
Creepy
Oh my
Cute's
god.
is definitely a mood.
I love that shit. I
It
eat
was
that
it was
shit
before
up.
we had a term for it. It was before the term kawaii goth or pastel goth even came
Yeah.
around. Like it predates that whole
Dude, but, like
movement.
pastel goth VTubers.
They're really
Oh,
cute though.
damn.
So cute.
Pastel got YouTuber. Yeah.
Yo, what up?
I think this is still a saying in like the right now. It's still a saying, like this kind of vibe, like the rainbowy. Throw it in the paper there. Yeah.
Gurokawa.
Yeah. So I was like,
Maybe.
Guru, that's what I know it
Oh.
as. Gurukawa.
Yeah, Dorakawa, that made sense.
Oh,
Mm,
yep.
Gurokawa.
That's correct. Creepy cute. Gurokawa.
mm.
That's a lot of eyes.
it's
Wait, you're saying eyes?
I googled it, just like
Eyeball?
eyes. Multiple eyes.
oh god.
Yeah.
It does have a lot of eye imagery in it.
Yeah. Gotta say, not my favorite horror trope. What do you guys think? Like multiple eyes.
No, not my favorite.
There's certain ways that I'm okay with it, but for the most part, I'm like not my speed.
I
I'm
like
more
it
of
because
like a no eyes.
No eyes is
is
good.
infinitely creepier than multiple eyes.
True.
I feel like I am going to drop in lore because my other version of myself is multiple.
And you are valid.
Oh god. Okay. Good. I am not dropping that yet. Actually, yeah, I did drop it, but yeah, I was like, oh, multiple eyes, no eyes. Okay, could be. Slowly sips my coffee.
Aesthetic. Oh, get out.
Nah, wait.
Jamie, you need to stay here. That's brilliant. I love
God.
that aesthetic. Oh my gosh. I like lots of eyes because I quite like eye contact. Like,
Oh,
you know,
oh
Funny
dear.
boxes
Are you
then.
sure?
yeah.
Are you
oh,
sure?
Yeah. Oh, very
How many
much
eyes
so.
can you tolerate?
Okay,
'Cause,
let's start at 3 and go along and find out.
Okay, I'm gonna show you
Hell
one
yeah.
of
The only visual novel to ever scare me was like Chaos Head, because like there's like this one-eyed like statue that the game slowly like pans into, and then just opens in a bloodshot eye. I would keep my finger over the screen. That's how much that shit scared me.
Oh, honey.
And I was like 23. I was way too old to be getting scared by that shit.
I mean, but if it gets you, it gets you.
It got me.
I
It
mean,
got me.
Atra. I know Atra is like at the right age to remember like all of the kids with like the fucking Invader Zim everything.
Yeah.
Oh god, I was one of
Yeah.
those kids.
Oh no.
Oh
It's okay.
no, Tay.
It's okay. I was too. I was
Was
too.
he?
It's okay.
Was he?
I
Was he
was
one
the
of the-
quirky girl.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Was you the sending pictures to your friends of being like, I made you a cookie, but I has eated it? That kind of nonsense.
Yeah,
Was he?
Mhm.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Makes me-
yeah. I'm not proud of the little Spud Tay days, but she got me here.
It's a part of
Tay,
you. It's a
you're
part
like
of
what,
you.
30-ish?
33.
33. Yeah, okay, yeah. You're this you know.
Yeah.
You understand.
We
you were
lived
there.
it. We
You were
fought
there.
those wars.
You understand the early 2000s.
I don't want to repeat them, but yeah.
It was a different time, post Lisa Frank. Tying it all
Just a
together.
sapper.
Listen, if
Just-
we really want to tie it together, like the post Lisa Frank times and like that era, that is the time I first got into witchcraft. So fuck it.
Yeah, based.
Got me here.
Yeah.
I love it.
There you go. I sent it. I sent the multiple eye thing and then I'll delete later because I'm shy.
Oh, I
Fake
see it.
post.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, lots of eyes.
Yeah,
Like, that
'cause
looks
those
almost
eyes aren't-
esoteric.
No, those aren't mine.
Hmm.
They aren't mine. They're definitely not mine. Those are for work. Those are for work.
I guess we can get into some
Okay.
horror tropes with the sort of back end of the podcast. What are some horror tropes that you guys absolutely adore and maybe want to use more in your content? Should you decide to make horror content going forward, or this month, or so on?
Oh man, I
Hmm.
want to use Predator and Prey so fucking
Oh
bad.
god,
Ooh,
same.
yeah.
Oh, Predator and Prey, stalking, masks, the anonymity,
The Mortician.
Mhm. Yandere.
aggression, and I'm getting all blushy. Oh, I love it.
I can hear you twirling your hair right now.
Shut
I
up,
can
dude!
imagine.
It's okay, I can hear her
actually
kicking her feet,
imagine it
or
already.
hear them kicking
I,
their feet.
I
Why?
imagine too. I can
She's like
see the
offensively
influence.
British.
When you're so British, it's
Officially
surrounding
British.
offensive.
In the middle of people who
Oh.
could like bully you a little more. Like, okay, it's okay, sweetie, go. She's okay. She's done. She's done.
I just
She's
need to
down.
I'm just stopping talking because I can't. I'll get flustered and then I.
She's done.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
No, you
We got
didn't. Lies and slander. Lies
I mean,
and
there
slander. All of
is
it.
there is one trope that I am thinking about, like maybe trying out my own script writing ideas, Atra.
Sure.
Like a thrall and a vampire master kind of dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I actually wrote one of those that hasn't seen the light of day yet.
Why?
You haven't given me your script yet.
Well, it needs
Why?
some rework because it was a
Ah,
com
fair.
that didn't go anywhere. But
Imagine
Okay.
needing a rewrite.
Oof.
yeah, it's hard
I
to
do it in
rewrite
one
stuff
take.
that you've done.
One
Yeah.
take, brother. One
One
take.
take. I used to do things one take
No.
before I learned how to edit things.
It's
I mean,
so
like
hard
90% of my
to-
reads of your stuff is just a cold tape.
Film it and send it.
Just drop it. Just drop it and rewrite it after. Like
Me,
that
most of
thing.
the stuff that I write is within like 15-20 minutes, just like banging it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Word vomit and all.
Yeah, I mean, like if it comes to smut, I can write it pretty quickly. So
Oh,
if
But
it's like
horror.
something like but horror too, I can do. If it's something say so, it takes me a lot more time because I have to like convey actual deep human emotion without intimacy, without like, physical touch.
sorry. That's true, actually. I'm
It
just.
is what it is.
Why was people laughing after my line? What?
I just thought it was adorable.
I was like, okay, say so and smile is two different things to write, and it's very hard to write both, honestly, if you don't have any, like, reference to it. So I was like,
Mhm.
oh, shit, yeah.
No, but I also kind of get how doing say so can be tricky because with doing a lot of lewd content, it's just haha feels good, funny fun time.
Yeah.
But with doing say so, like you have to think about like the flow of the story, think about how the narrative is going, make sure you're not breaking TOS.
I find that also it does inform like lewd content, like the intimacy like sometimes can be missing because like a lot of time when you're doing the audio, it's like, oh, you like that, oh, you like that, oh, you like that, you like that, does that feel good, oh, you like that.
Honestly, yeah, no, I have found that in quite a few strips. And at that point, I just start ad-libbing like, no.
Yes,
Imagine being a voice actor for that kind of content. So tired. But at the same time, it gets money.
Well, if you'd like to delve into it, Inky Scripts on Twitter.
Self-plug. Wait, where's the link?
Self-plug.
Speaking of self-plug, we are sponsored today by
Ayo.
Lovins. Put it in you.
What the hell?
Put it in you and let others control.
Yeah, you definitely want to use my affiliate link, not this hers.
Is this a competition now? Who has
No,
a better
don't
script?
use her affiliate link. She sprinkles she sprinkles salt on hers.
I don't know. She's got a
Well-
better hat than you, Atra.
How dare you?
Sprinkles
My
true.
hat is
Salt?
amazing.
That's true.
Your hat is
Your
amazing.
hat is offensively New York.
It is.
Sorry.
It is.
It is.
That's also why I'm taking your
York.
hoodie. Run that shit.
Wait, I think I understand what offensively New York, because it's like a no wait, is it baseball? I don't know.
It's a
anything about
baseball cap,
fashion.
yes.
Baseball cap. Yeah. It is like literally the most stereotypical New York hat you could ever wear.
It just needs like a hot dog
Like-
or like a baseball
like,
on it or
It
something.
needs a Yankees.
Oh my god, I was about to burn him so bad like that. Like,
It's
look at this
Yankees.
motherfucker. You'd find him at the corner hot dog stand.
Corner hot
what is
dog
it, the-
stand. Okay,
I love you,
Chicago,
Atra.
let's take it easy.
Listen, motherfucker.
Listen,
I
on
will
our
fight
corners
you
we got
about pizza. Let's
bodegas.
go.
We got bodegas in our corners.
I love bodega cats. Oh my god, bodega cats are
Alright,
like
alright,
something.
Amber in the middle, like, are your cats really nice?
Just sitting like, oh,
Cats
I
are
love
great.
Cats.
My dear, I gotta
No, it's
ask
precious.
You,
It's
as
absolutely
a New
precious.
Yorker,
Yeah,
Mets or Yankees?
I'm a Mets fan. I'm from Queens, born and raised.
I kind of figured being from Queens.
Got a Mets poster in my
Kinda
office
guessed
and
it.
everything. Yeah.
I kind of guessed it.
Bodega cats are really
So-
cute though. Sorry. Bodega cats are so cool. Why don't we have cats that live inside of shops here in the UK? Like,
Health
I
and
want a
safety
cat.
rules, probably.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I didn't even think about that.
But here's the thing. You can probably find them at like some old bookstores.
That's true. Ah, love it.
I think they're fine as long as the place doesn't serve food.
Bodegas serve food.
No, but I meant like
New York
fancy
is built
shops.
different.
Yeah. The cat's an employee in New York, so.
Well, you got a license for that cat.
I was fucking waiting for that. I was fucking waiting for that. Got a
Does he have his
license for that
papers?
cat. Got his papers on him. Oh, take you down. I'm gonna nick you. Oh.
Actually, yeah. I was buffering.
Sorry, the
like,
memes were
huh?
too good. The memes were too good. It
Papers,
was right there waiting to be
please.
plucked.
It's perfect.
Hey, it's an unspoken rule in the English-speaking world. We all get to dunk on each other constantly.
I'll just
yes.
dunk on the
Constantly.
boats of me.
Oh,
it's
yes.
fine. I'm used to getting dunked
It's all
on.
right.
for being
It's
a-
all right.
Unless you're
I
British,
know
then you
you'll
just dunk on yourself.
America, and
Yeah.
deservedly so.
I'll just rip on myself so much harder than you lot would anyway, so it's fine.
It's the only thing is,
Well,
is
yeah,
that
you're your own best
everything-
enemy.
everything
Yeah.
that everyone rips on America for is all depressing.
Oh god.
Yeah, like.
I mean, have you seen
healthcare.
Like
America?
gun violence.
We just like they name 3 things at once, and they're all valid.
Heavens.
Gun violence, narcotics, income inequality. There you go. Homelessness,
Oh yeah.
no health care.
All too familiar. Jeez.
This just got way too real.
It got real quick.
Well, speaking of too real, do you find
Yes.
so? I'll go back to our opening sort of like statement or like what I opened the podcast with, which is the fact that for many centuries witchcraft was persecuted, discriminated against, people were even killed for practicing witchcraft. You can get killed today in certain countries for practicing witchcraft even. Do you find through your practice of witchcraft, whatever that may mean to you, whether it's, you know, your rituals or your background, your ancestry, your plans for the future, that you are in any way subverting society's expectations of you in pursuing what is basically kind of an alternate lifestyle? I'm saying that without any judgment, just like it's not the mainstream. I think we all know.
I would say no, in a broad sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think the world as a whole is, at least the Western world, is moving a lot more into like an open-minded territory, understanding that we all have, you know, different beliefs and different strokes for different folks, and but definitely growing up. Yes, I would say yes, absolutely. But today anymore, I'm mostly met with curiosity and not like suspicion, and I think that's a good thing.
I'm inclined to agree. I always am surprised by how many people are like into astrology and like, you know, will check it every day and sort of accept that as like a thing that is important to them. Because I was always led to believe that it was sort of a fringe thing, and now I'm seeing quite openly people like, you know, look into it, like take it seriously, talk about it in ways that are like, you know, ritualized and like, you know, it's not like someone pulling things out of thin air. Like there are like books and like, you know, documentation and websites and things that talk about these certain things. Whereas I think the stereotype of like astrology was like rubbing a crystal ball and telling people like weird things, like making it for money.
Meg style.
Yeah.
I like how rubbing a crystal ball is one of the jokes my relatives would tell me. It's like, do you use crystal balls to see my future? And I'm like, do you want me to try? But yeah, I agree. Astrology is like science and a mix of like witchy, so yeah.
But
Definitely something that I think has been interesting that's enduring throughout like even modern times. Like religions do fade, but like it seems like that's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Nope.
though it's true, less and less people are identifying as religious as time goes on.
Especially
The
in the Western
replacement
world.
rate,
Yeah.
the replacement rate is not keeping up with the number of old religious diehards that are dying, which, in my definitely biased opinion, is only a good thing.
It's interesting you mentioned that because I was, and don't ask me why I was doing this week, but I was researching cemeteries. So in my city, in the borough that I live, Queens, there are twice as many dead, buried people than living people. There are 5 million graves in Queens and 2.5 million living people. And part of that was because the city of Manhattan at the time, which was New York City, exhumed all the bodies buried there and moved them into Queens because they were like rotting and causing dysentery and cholera and all these diseases.
That's because Manhattan is a swamp.
Yeah, it was a swamp. If people were building on top of each other, it was contaminating the water. And Queens at the time was like untouched land. So they like the state legislature passed a law that says like anyone can like set up tax-free cemeteries. So like synagogues, churches, the Catholic Church, Protestant churches, all set up cemeteries throughout Queens and like sold burial plots. And now, 120 years later, a lot of those congregations are gone. Like synagogues can't keep up anymore because like those people have moved on or are irreligious. The churches, the demographics are changing. So now you have graveyards that are falling into disrepair. Like the graves aren't maintained, the vegetation's not. Even some places like vandalism, tombstones broken into, mausoleums, and like even bodies like coming to the surface. And it's just an interesting reminding to me. Yeah. There actually is stories about people who like volunteer now to like maintain the graveyards because like the congregations are gone. Like no one's taking care of these sites.
Oh, thank God.
Honestly, I could honestly take a job to maintain a graveyard. It'd have to be a real spooky one though.
I've got one by me actually.
I don't want one of those like I don't want to like those depressing, like open air, no trees.
Ooh, needs a good couple of trees.
Yes, it
Yeah,
But
does.
they're
like-
like half-dead trees.
Some of these graveyards, they're packed so tight, the headstones are literally like parallel, like next to each other. It's like really
I know
amazing to see.
Tay knows what I'm talking about being from Texas. See, I live in Oklahoma right now, and like every graveyard is like this open air, like Great Plains style graveyard where it's just you can see from one end to the other, and there's not a tree in sight.
Oh god, that's horrifying.
Most of the time, not even headstones,
Yeah.
just plaques.
It's just flags.
Yeah. Thankfully, that's more
It's-
northern
it's also
Texas, and I'm
common here.
central by Austin, so some of them have trees and like statues and mausoleums. There is some. I don't want to say flavor, but it's the only word coming to mind.
Flavor.
But there's some variation,
that's
at
like-
least in the ones around Austin.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, like-
thankfully down in the old southeast Texas, you got a little more flavor than you do up on the north side. Oh, once the Great Plains takes hold, it's just depression.
Listen, as someone who grew up in Illinois, we're not used to height differences. We're used to
Elevation
flat.
changes.
Yeah.
We're used to rolling plains.
See, I was born in
We're still-
Phoenix, and I'm very much used to mountains and cactus.
No way, you're bluffing.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Cactus and
Thatcher, I'm staring.
Huh?
I know, I did that.
I'm
I
trying
did the
to
thing again.
imagine.
See,
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
Yeah.
On.
Like in the Philippines, it's also like flats or like boxes or like cremation, actual like bodies and stuff. Since it's like almost Day of the Dead, I'm like back to work. But at the same time, it's like it's nice to have like because there's also care like witchy care or like ways to work with the dead spirit that you could do. This is also partially my lore, but also witchy practice where it's like there's guardians for every cemetery. There's like things that you do if you want to connect with like the dead people who've been passed away for such a long time. It's better to take care of the location, like actual cleanup, give them offering if they like beer or they like alcohol, you just give them one. Or like pour it.
Damn, I want
Or like if they like coin. It's in every country. If this person likes beer and we want to offer to you and like have a little chit chat, you want a beer? Dead person, yes, pours. One for you,
Yeah.
one for me. Cheers.
Y'all need to put
And
IPAs on my
Yeah.
headstone.
Yeah.
Holy
in
crap.
your headstone. In the
Yeah, that's
headstone
also-
or on.
Yeah, put
If you
a
like,
funnel
okay,
in
if I
there.
were to like
Just pour
put
one
there
in
a
behind
funnel,
me.
if you like rocks, if you like bread, it's like those like
Mm.
this Day of the Dead thing in other countries.
So
but
you
then
have a
in the
Day of the
Philippines,
Dead
it's
in
like,
the Philippines too, then.
It's November 1 and 2, so I'm like, I'm glad to be in my province to go connect with them again. I was like, hello relatives. They're like, do you have your
I've
cards?
always-
Yes. Okay.
I've always found the Spanish influence on the Philippines to be so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's still
Yes,
so much of it
'cause-
that has integrated into Filipino culture. I think it's great. They've like
Because of Spanish people conquered the
Yeah.
Philippines.
Well, but that's what I mean. Is like the Philippines has like taken that Spanish influence and made it uniquely Filipino, which I think is cool.
Yeah, syncretion. Puts finger in the
Yes. Yes. A callback to syncretion.
air. A callback to early in the podcast.
The circle is complete.
Secretion. Yo. But yeah, it's okay. Like as a practitioner of those who like works with the messenger of death. So technically, yeah, it's like cemeteries is another playing field or another place where we're like another place to connect with the living and the dead that work together. Sometimes it helps for both sides because I'm only in the middle, so I was like, okay, need help? Are you already? Especially like I do have an experience of like the whole like on this one. Well, for example, sorry, this may be a little dark and gloomy. Tell me if it's too much.
You're fine. Go for it.
If someone recently passed away, I try my best not to. Okay, it's my job actually. I need to double check whenever I see a poster outside their house. I was like, oh, he recently passed away, condolence. But then my guardian at the same time was like, We had to double check. All right, double check it. Is anyone in charge? Nope. Looks like they're under us. Okay, cool. Then take care of it. So it's like that. Same goes to like the people who are like recently passed away. I could still communicate with them at the same time. They have different personalities. Sometimes they're very chill. Sometimes they're very they're trying to wrap their head around the idea of like they recently passed away. At the same time, it's like if it's like you've been dead. If for example that the person in the cemetery they've been dead for a long time, they have a lot of energy, especially when it's the Day of the Dead, because the barrier of the living and the dead is very thin. So it's like shield on at the same time, enjoying the company of families gathering together and having a conversation, or them enjoying the tea that they're sharing. So I was like, actual tea and tea, like actual, gossip. I'm like, okay, cool. they're enjoying the company of family. This is why Day of the Dead is not partially just my job. It's just a good way to see families gathering together. So I was like, all right, uncle, do you want your beer? Do you want it heavy or light? I'll have a heavy one. Okay. Which one?
I think that's fascinating, those concept of like the barrier or like the connection between like living and dead becoming weaker or thinner at certain times of the year.
Yeah, it's very nice to see, especially at nighttime. Oh my god, the lights, the candle lights. It's so beautiful to see like them talking together and then just them enjoying listening to their conversation, wanting to talk to them even more. That's why I'm like, I'm going to go to the cemetery. I will dedicate myself for this 2 days to visit any side of my family. And I was like, okay, this is for my practice. This is for my family. I was like, okay, this is why if I were to visit another cemetery that isn't mine or not locally mine, it's kind of hard to connect with, because it's better to connect with your own local cemetery, because they know what your place has been through since back then and how it developed. So it's nice to have a conversation of like history where you don't know and they will tell you. I was like, ooh, cool. I didn't know they have that store back then. Yeah, that's where I usually buy my bread. I'm like, oh,
it's
cute.
Interesting because not every culture has that. Like if you're talking about Indian culture, for example, like people are cremated and there is no grave. Like that's it, because they believe that you reincarnate into another existence. So they spread your ashes and you're gone. Like I can't visit any of my aunties and uncles.
I actually believe in that as well. I feel like we all have a next life after this one. But at the same time, if this is like your lifespan, this is a different lifespan. This is your lifespan, this is a different lifespan. It's like meeting your past life, but at the same time, it's just this lifespan of yours stayed here. That's nice. Great to see you again, Grandpa.
Of course, and then there's the Parsi people that like put like people in trees get eaten by vultures, which is also a fascinating tradition that actually still exists today.
Oh yeah,
it's not too far from a sky burial.
Yeah, sky burial.
Yeah, it's like religion doesn't stop you from actually, like stop you from going back here, visiting if you want, or whatever you want to believe in. It's fine. It's like in the Department of Death. Department of Death. They just let you be with your own religion. If you're Roman Catholic, okay, cool, go with wherever you want to believe in. If you're Buddhism or like whatever, just go wherever you're comfortable. Just know we're going to do our job to make sure you're not scrambled and go where you need to go next.
This is a very Southeast Asian perspective on like death, because it has both like multiculturalism and bureaucracy at the same time.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, cool, wherever you want to be, guy, just go. Just go. Because like my guardian and my deity is like Roman Catholic, but at the same time, if there's someone who is not Roman Catholic, we're like, okay, go wherever you want to believe in. If you want to go with Anubis, it's like, okay, cool. If you want to go with the Greek gods and then whatever, okay, cool. Let them handle it. Okay.
Of course.
Okay, bye.
So,
like that. I was like, yeah.
So chat, we're coming up on 2 hours. The runtime of the podcast is generally about 2 hours and change. So if you have any final questions or thoughts for our panelists, please feel free to put them in chat. Wow, I'm stumbling a little bit. I'm a little tired. Don't
You
mind
had a
me.
bid day.
I did.
Thank you so much, host. You're doing the co-host and host. You guys are great. You guys are wonderful.
Thank you so much.
You guys are lovely for coming.
Thank you for stepping in at such a short notice. Literally 5 minutes before stream.
Literally just woke up and I got a first message on Twitter. Yeah, sure. Wait, what?
Faye woke up ready for business.
Basically.
A bit eepy, but ready for business.
people be like, "Wake up, huh?"
We're also trying to be cognizant of the fact that it's like 4 o'clock in the United Kingdom right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
United
it's
Kingdom.
like
Alright.
20
just
to 4 in the
mild
morning
time
for me.
zones.
And it's fine. I don't mind. And honestly, I had a nap like earlier this afternoon, yesterday afternoon even.
Mm.
And I was like, right, I'm being ready for 1 a.m. I'm being ready 1:30 a.m. I'm being ready for 1:30 a.m. So I'm good to go for like another 12 hours if needed. Like,
Oh
the
god.
stamina. Let's
Thankfully, we've
go.
never had a podcast go that long,
Thankfully,
but
no.
it's
But if you want me to
appreciated.
boot up Fansly
Yes.
after this, I can do that as well.
Talk about stamina. Jeez.
Well,
Oh, jeez.
No, it is my idea to actually have more of these talks informally, like an after dark talk on like the blue side as well. Sometimes,
Mm.
Ooh, ayo, down.
maybe not on the same day because 2 hours of talking will
Yeah,
tire
no.
people out. But like
Yeah.
definitely, like you
Yeah.
know, bringing some
Another
former
time.
panelists back. Because like I try my best to once people appear on this podcast to bring them back as often as possible for continuity.
I agree,
It's
I agree. Like,
appreciated.
y'all need to rest. Y'all need to rest.
Yeah.
After 2 hours.
So I
Yeah,
guess
but, yeah.
we can wrap it up with one sort of big question, which is
mm.
what do you wish the VTuber community knows
English.
about witchcraft? There we go. And your OCs. Like, what's one thing you want to educate the VTuber community on when it comes to witchcraft? They can be able to mean herbalism, it can mean spirituality, any of those 3 things.
Oh, I'm gonna sound like a crusader.
Do it.
I'm
can
ready.
hear
I'm
my
ready.
I'm gonna
Oh.
sound like a
I'm so
crusader,
ready.
man.
I'm not ready.
I don't
I'm-
mind if you don't make
Mm.
witchcraft a part of your life in whatever form it takes for you. But sometimes I see a lot of VTubers. They're like, I'm a witch. And it's like, what about you is witchy? Nothing. It's just the character design.
Mm.
And I say, damn, that's a thing, ain't it? Please stop. I mean, I don't know. Like, I want people to make character designs that are,
Oh.
like, that speak to who they are. You know what I mean?
So more
if
intentional,
the-
less
I
of
agree.
witchcraft as an aesthetic.
Yeah,
Yes, less
yeah.
aesthetic and more intentionality. Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
put the moons and the stars on my outfit because I like astrology and I like tarot and I rebranded. I even changed my stuff from witch VTuber to divination VTuber.
Mm.
And I'm sorry, I'm
Nice.
gonna show feet. No, but like, you know, I put other
Free?
like accents on there
For free?
Ooh,
free.
exploding. Ooh,
Free?
spooky.
Yeah, like
So
I put like
magic.
I put potion bottles on there, and I took an homage to my like alchemy background there to like, you know, show that kind of stuff. And I took those, I made those choices because they're about me, not about just some persona I want to play online. Because I feel like VTubers feel more authentic when the model matches the personality behind it.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Authentic.
To kind of like train off of what you said, Ruby, like I have to agree, like there's more to just having the witch aesthetic, especially if you're going to be playing this character potentially for a long time. It's good to try and have some kind of like background knowledge on the aesthetic you're trying to pull off, but then also I think more people should maybe be a little bit more open to dabbling or putting their foot into practices and finding something which works for them, because it's not all just hocus pocus and making potions and summoning spirits and having an incubus or succubus come over for a sleepover. It's a lot more than that. It's as you touched on earlier, Ruby, it's connections with family and your ancestry and finding mindfulness and finding space for yourself and time for yourself in your day. And witchcraft in any part of it that you choose from, that you work well with, it really brings a sense of like fullness to yourself. Like it's more than just reading a book and lighting some incense. Like it's I honestly think it's a very healthy way of learning more about yourself and more about your past and connecting with yourself. And I honestly think more people should like look into it. It's not a hard thing to get into. There's so many people you can speak to. There's so many resources online, and like everyone's got a metaphysical store in their city somewhere. Like, don't be scared to talk to anybody, like especially like here now with us lot on like here, like reach out to one of us if you have any questions. Well, personally for me anyway, reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm happy to direct people and help you find a way to incorporate this into your life as well, because it's just so fucking cool. Like, I have never felt more at peace in myself than stirring my affirmations into my cup of tea in the morning. Like, you know, it's freeing.
It's the little things.
Yeah.
Very beautifully
you.
put, both of you.
Here, here. Here, here.
Thank you.
That's
I'm
I mean
quiet.
that's what
Yeah,
I was
I-
trying to say is like if you're like if you think like witchcraft is all bullshit, why are you a witch?
Mm-mm.
You know, it's
Yeah.
a simple question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's been
think at the
something-
end. Oh, go ahead, Atra.
I'll say quickly, it's something that's lost a lot of power in like our society, because it's gone from something that was a threat, a subversive threat against like the Protestant like people in this country and like the Puritanism of like this founding nation, to, you know, TV shows and Halloween costumes. Like, it's lost a lot of meaning. And I think what I see, like what modern witches are doing, is taking back some of that and like returning to its roots that are in itself indigenous, roots that in itself are subversive, roots that in itself are passed, especially from mother to child to, you know, along the maternal lines of families, is the way I see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I mean, we are sexy. Hello, thanks. But but technically, we're already like we end up like from history wise, we're just not just the costume you wear. We are the ones who help you with your past if ever needed, from healing to like other practices. There's so many ways to do witchy stuff, and we're not just for display. So honestly, yeah, we stand right here telling you that, yeah, it's cool aesthetic, but if you really want to get in the craft, then there's a lot more work to do.
A lot.
Great point.
A lot. So many things ago. Flashback of everything.
But it's,
It's
so
a lifestyle,
worth it,
not
though.
an aesthetic.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's a
and it's so fucking worth
lifestyle.
it too.
It's worth it because all the trouble, all the struggle, all the things, all the joys and ups and downs, honestly, is worth it in the end. Because I feel like witchy, it's like a lifestyle as well, but at the same time, it's be something that you are comfortable with, to give you some sort of empowerment to who you are. If you're like conscious, if you're lack of confidence, it kind of adds up having something that helps and connects with you, kind of thing. So I was like, oh, I'm conscious. I feel like I need confidence. Start giving affirmation to yourself before a thesis defense. It's like, I am brave. I am strong. I can face my panel. I got this. Okay, let's go. And then it kind of gives you like, oh, a boost. Like spells is kind of like an affirmation for you to have like something in your mindset that helps you boost up, kind of thing. So I was like, if witchy is a way, or if it's a practice for you to help you give yourself something to look forward to or look up to for yourself, not to make yourself perfect, but to appreciate your imperfect self, then this is the right one. So yeah.
Very nicely
Wow.
put.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I would say something else, but honestly, yeah, go through life as it is, as a witch or not. Things takes time, and practice is practice. Take it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
There you
that.
go.
Witchcraft is such a complicated topic because it means something different to everyone. Every witch is
Everyone,
different.
yeah.
Mhm.
But we all in one community is very, very unique.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, we're really just trying to live our best lives to be better people for those around us.
Mm-hmm. Live a life. Is that instead of a life worth living? It's like living a life and life worth living is two different things.
There are so many
Exactly.
ways in which all of you articulated ways that witchcraft helps you center yourself, practice mindfulness, self-care, and also enhance your understanding of plants, herbs, things like that. It's beautiful in its own way, I'd say, and it's definitely something that's very illuminating and enlightening. So going forward through the rest of Halloween month and such, I hope people keep this in mind, that witchcraft is complex, interesting, and has deep roots, no pun intended.
I'll let this one slide.
So
I like that one actually.
if no one has any further thoughts, we can proceed to some plugs. I will let all our guests plug their socials, anything cool they have coming up, donathons, subathons, etc. Feel free to do so. We'll go in order, starting with Ruby.
Oh shit. On the spot. My name is, I've been Ruby Cinderbrook, and I stream here on Twitch, kind of just whenever the fuck I want. I normally stream on Fansly on Sundays, but I recently moved those to Wednesday nights. So if you're into that sort of content, I do it. And I'm a variety VTuber. And I have recently started a brand new YouTube channel for TCGs because I'm a big card game player.
Ooh.
So
Hell yeah.
if that's your kind of content,
yo.
please,
Very
come
nice.
around. I'm also
Very
planning
nice.
a very big. It's been in the works for over a year now. I'm planning a big VTuber D&D campaign that has been a long time coming.
I'm listening.
So stay tuned.
Okay. Say.
Very
There you
cool.
go.
That's Ruby
TCG.
Cinderbrook on here on Twitch. Is it Cinderbrook on Fansly also?
Yes. Cinderbrook TV on Twitter.
Cinderbrook TV on Twitter. Thank you so much, Ruby. I appreciate you. I know you're a bit under the weather, and I appreciate that you were able to make it today.
It's okay. I'm hopped up on the Dayquil, homie.
Hell yeah.
Love Dayquil.
Next up, Amber. Anything to plug?
Hi, I'm Amber. I don't know what I'm saying hi for. I've been here for the last 2 hours. Okay, so I'm very stupid. No, okay, so I stream. Okay, I stream here on Twitch. Obviously, no. I'm a variety streamer, but I do a lot of like horror games and stuff. Other things outside of Twitch, I actually launched my Fansly today doing some voice acting stuff because I dabble in voice acting for games and visual novels and stuff like that too.
Oh, nice.
So, thank you.
Congratulations.
So, thank you so much. It's been really fun learning how to edit and mix audio and stuff. So it's been a great little adventure right now. Other than me trying my own hand at scripts, I'm coming for your job.
Typical Brit, taking jobs from the brown man.
I am leaving. But other than that, I have like a really chill little community, and we just vibe and we get horny all the time, and it's great. It's a great time, and I love it. And I'm so thankful for you having me on your podcast today, and it's been lovely getting to know you all very much. So thank you again.
Hashtag
It's been
sponsored
great.
by Fansly. By
Hashtag.
Lovins.
Colonizers.
Vibe
I love
together.
it. Oh my god, colonizers.
But in all seriousness, Amber, thank you so much for staying up late for
Colon-
us. We really,
Oh
really
God.
appreciate
Not
it.
I'll
again.
do it again. I'll do it
Not
again.
again.
I don't mind.
No.
What, colonialism or staying up late?
Staying up late. I'm not.
There's not colonialism 2.0. 1.0 was bad enough.
Not again.
Just to reiterate, with staying up late, I'll do it again if ever wanted. Like
Absolutely.
I've never
I will
felt more
see you
comfortable
on
before. So
the depths after dark. Like, for sure.
fuck yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Goes for all of you.
That's
Yeah.
not a joke. Indeed.
And Faye,
Indeed.
our
Not
last minute addition to the lineup, you've been amazing today. Tell us what you got going on.
Whoo, hi, what's up? I am back again on the freaking VTuber community because hello, I've been deactivated for a while. I've been hate. But hey, I'm back. I am Fayatan. This is your friendly witch here on Twitter, and I'm gonna be soon coming up on Twitch once I have the money. At the same time, I do tarot readings on Twitter every now and then, or oracle reading, or zodiac sign reading if you're into trash talking one of them. Sure, why not? At the same time, I might be opening soon maybe some ASMR if everyone wants to sleep Sure, why not? At the same time, yeah, I'll be around here very often once I'm able to set up my stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for having me. Last minute wake up call. Yes, let's go. I am down to doing this again if you ever need me. I really had a great time here and enjoyed the conversation and knowledge y'all have given to me and the audience. I really appreciate it.
I'm super glad that you're able to step in. It's been a joy, and you have the rest of the day in front of you. Isn't that great?
Whoo, back to bed.
A mood.
I'm totally.
A mood and a half.
We love an
Bed.
EP witching you.
Cause y'all, if y'all are sick, please take a rest. I also.
Oh, and
am
that's right, you're
but
sick
yay.
also. Yeah.
Aren't most of you sick?
I'm also sick.
It's
so
our
I was
first
like, my
majority
friends
sick
were
panel.
so- Yeah.
Before we sign off, I would like to, in the spirit of the season, end with some puns.
I'm down for
Oh,
this.
yay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Atra, this is specifically targeted at you.
Okay.
What is an octopus's favorite month?
October.
Oh, fuck you. Alright. That one was a
One more,
freebie.
one more.
Just a warm
One
up.
more,
Just
one
a
more,
warm
one
up. Alright. Okay. Did you hear about the guy with the octopus tattoo?
He was fully armed.
No, he was all inked up.
Ah, it's a good one.
That worked.
I'm
That-
stealing
both
that.
those.
That's my new Twitter
Yeah.
bio, all inked up.
Yeah,
I can't be mad about it. It works.
Yeah. Do
She's dying.
One more.
okay, alright, I got one more. What is the biggest danger for a baby octopus?
Armed robbery?
Squid nappers.
Ugh, get out.
I hate it. I hate that got me to snicker.
Roll credits. We're done.
Real quick, it's okay, but
I'm
actually,
so mad.
before we go,
What do you call
before we go,
what do you call octopus twins?
octuplets.
I tentacle.
Oh my god, that's great.
That's good. Hot Grandma VT, thank you for the follow.
Come on.
I'm done.
But before we go, plugs. Last but not least, Tay's Tea House.
Well, hi everyone who's just come in. I'm Tay's Tea House. I am one of the mods who bothers Atra the most. Mwah. Love you. But you can find me here on Twitter, Twitch, at Tay's Tea House. I have a very sporadic schedule, to be gentle with myself, but over on YouTube, I do mostly ASMR. Here on Twitch, I'm doing horror games. I'm going to branch out into doing ASMR here as well as comfy games. And just kind of figuring my shit out. Back to you, Atra.
Tay also has a Patreon and a YouTube, so make sure you check those out as well. Tay is a very talented ASMR artist and deserves all the recognition in the world because they are super talented.
I appreciate, but I was saying back to you so we can start praising you, sir.
Anyway, so this is
Yeah,
the part of the
thanks for having me on.
podcast where, yeah, thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it so much. So this is the part of the podcast where I normally play a video teasing the next pod, but we do not have the panelists assembled quite yet. We're still working on it.
Yes, so more puns is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. So I will say
They're not
the
octopus
depths,
related.
The depths will return on November 10th, Friday at 8:30 p.m. Actually, no, 9 p.m. EST. It's going to be a little bit later to help with our prospective panelists' schedules. It may be on Fansly because of the topic. The topic is going to be everything you ever wanted to know about sex toys. And
Oh, damn.
Well, I'm an
yeah.
expert.
Okay.
Okay. Well, noted, Ruby. Noted, as I'm
As a-
still assembling the panel.
Large collection.
Good to know.
The armory, some have called it.
The armory. You should check out the latest script I put out. You might actually, you might find it, like, you might identify with it. Anyway, This has been the Depths Podcast. I'm your host, Atramentum_X, on all platforms except for Twitter, which I'm AtramentumX, just no underscore, etc., etc. Have a wonderful night and a happy Halloween to all of you. The Depths streams on Friday nights every bi-weekly here on twitch.tv, occasionally on Fansly. Thank you for joining us. Please like and subscribe.
I need you back.